Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, TLC Beauty. Thank you so much for joining me. This video is going to be my high-end or prestige eyeshadow palette declutter. The previous video on my channel is my more drugstore or affordable palettes. So let's jump in. This one's not going to be nearly as long. I don't have as many high-end as I do the drugstore. So the first one I have is from Stila. This is the Blue Realm palette. That's what this one looks like. I am definitely going to be keeping this one. This is just a beautiful palette. I mean, the blue and this one, they are stunning. I just absolutely love them. So I am definitely keeping my Stila palette. Next, I have the Ace Beauty Vintage Dawn palette. I am going to keep this one for now. It's newer to my collection, so I do want to kind of pull this into my everyday makeup and try and give it a test and see how it performs. Then I have my Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. This is what this one looks like. I wore this one time, and I had the worst time getting this shadow to stay on the lid. Part of me is saying to depart with it because of that, but the other shadows blended so beautifully. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to it and try and give it another shot. Then I have the Celestial Thunder from Dominique Cosmetics. I absolutely love this palette. I need to pull it out and use it. So I am definitely going to keep this one. I have my Nabla Poison Garden palette. This is newer to my collection. I don't think I've ever tried anything from Nabla before. So with that being said, she is staying and not going anywhere. Then I have from Dose of Colors the Blushing Berries palette. This is a really good kind of one-tone eyeshadow palette, so it's great. I love how it goes kind of from light to darker. It is a great palette, and I sometimes will add maybe like a Stila glitter and glow with it. So for that reason, I am going to keep it. Next is the Violet Voss Essentials. I've never tried this palette, and I don't know if I will. So this one, I don't know if I'm getting ready to get rid of it yet. So I think I might put it in a maybe pile and come back to this at the end. Then I have the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions. Absolutely gorgeous purple color chromatic palette. I am definitely going to keep this one. I have the Butter London Natural Goddess palette. I am going to keep this. Just, it's kind of basic, but I do like it because you have the pop of green and the blue. Then I have Kylie Jenner. This one is just Kylie palette. It is very neutral and I do like it, so I'm going to keep this one. And then I have the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. This is so beautiful. The formula is amazing. It's not something I would wear every day, but I do like it, and I am going to keep it just because it is my only Jeffree Star palette. Next we have Lorac. This one is the Diamonds and Pearls mini palette. This is what it looks like. This is great for a weekend getaway or a night out with these two colors. So with that being said, I am going to keep this one. Have I decluttered any? No, I haven't. This is the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. That's what she looks like. I love this formula. In fact, I'm getting the first 3 in the mail soon. So I am going to keep this one. On to Pure. This is the Crystal Clear Ultimate Face palette. This is newer to my collection. So on this side, you have the matte colors. Here you have some blushes, contour, bronze, and highlight. And this is the more shimmer side. I am definitely keeping this. I just recently got this, so this is going nowhere. Then this one from Pure with Dr. Seuss. It is so bulky. It is absolutely adorable, but I can't justify keeping this for that reason unless I can depot these eyeshadows. I might try and do that. So if I can depot these, I will keep this. If not, then I will be getting rid of this one. Okay, next let's go into Storybook Cosmetics. This is the Mean Girls Burn Book. That's what this one looks like. I don't think I'm going to use this one. I've never touched it, and these are so bulky to store. So with that being said, I am going to declutter this. Then I have the Fairy Tales book, which looks like this. I am going to be keeping this one. And the Wizardry and Witchcraft looks like this. I am definitely going to be keeping this one. Next, let's do this pile. So I have two from Smashbox. This one is the Cover Shot Nova Eye Palette. It's kind of a purple with some blues. I do love this palette, so I am going to keep it. This one is the Minimalist Eye Palette. This is just a good neutral brown palette. So that's great for traveling, so I am going to keep this one. Then I have two from Pretty Vulgar. This one is the Phoenix Rising, and I have the Nightingale palette. Great formula. These are my only two Pretty Vulgar palettes I have, but this one kind of reminds me of the Naked Cherry and Naked Heat in a way, and I don't really have one like this. So I think with that being said, I'm going to keep the Nightingale palette, and I'm going to get rid of the Phoenix Rising. Then I have the Balm. This one is the Alternative Rock Volume 1 palette. I actually like this because it's a simple look. You get your bronzer, blush, and highlighter in here. It is small, so I am going to keep this one. This is the Foiled Again. There's 4 mattes and then 8 shimmers, but you can get 8 different looks with it, or even 6 different looks. So I am going to keep this one. Then I have Meet Matrimony. This is just an all matte eyeshadow palette. I love the layout of it, the color scheme, so I am going to keep this one. And of course, the What's the Tea palette. First of all, it's adorable, and I love that you get 2 different primers. You have 9 shadows, but with the primers, you actually get 27 different colors. So I'm going to keep this one. Next, we have my Anastasia collection. So the first one here is Subculture. It is a great palette. I absolutely love the shade Eclectic and Cube. This one is kind of a unique shade as well, but I actually think I'm going to declutter this one. I have a couple other drugstore affordable ones that I can use in place. Then I have the Norvina palette. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile because I'm not exactly 100% sure if I want to keep it or not. I have Modern Renaissance. Of course, I am keeping this. This is a staple in almost everyone's collection. Then I have the Riviera palette. I don't know. This one is very, very bright. And I mean, there's gorgeous shades. Like, Inheritance, Mediterranean. So I'm going to put this to the side. I have the Prism palette, which I adore. I am not going to be getting rid of this one. Maybe if there was a different shade besides Spear in here, but other than that, it's gorgeous. Next is Soft Glam. She is definitely staying. It's a great neutral palette, and she's not going anywhere. And my last one is my Jackie Aina palette. I love this. It is great. I'm not going to be getting rid of this one, but let's look at this one with the Norvina. You know what? I'm going to keep both the Norvina and the Jackie Aina, and I'm going to get rid of the Riviera. Next is my Urban Decay. Quite honestly, I don't think I'm going to get rid of Urban Decay. This is the little mini honey palette. So she's staying. This is the On the Run G Train. Definitely keeping this one. This one is Detour. It is one of my favorite mini palettes. Absolutely love it. The shade Plunge and Switchback. They are so stinking adorable. I mean, I can't get rid of that. So that one is staying. I have the Naked 3. This one is staying. The only thing I don't like about this packaging is it's harder to open, but I am going to keep that. Of course, I'm keeping my Naked Heat palette. She's not going anywhere. I love this palette. Now, when I first got the Cherry palette, I was a little confused. The colors weren't blending. I tried it 3 or 4 times in one day and I just couldn't get it to work. My neighbor tried it and she couldn't get it to work. And then finally, about the 5th or 6th attempt, it was working. So I don't know if some of the top layer had to come off or what, but this is a great palette and I love it. So she is staying. This one is the Shadow Box. I'm going to keep this one to the side actually and see if I have these in any of my other Urban Decay palettes. And I will see where we go from there. Now this one, my Beached palette, I love it. It is absolutely gorgeous. So you have some neutrals, but then you have the pops of blue. This one is staying. The original Holy Grail Naked palette. She's not going anywhere. I am definitely keeping this one. Then I have the Naked Smoky. I absolutely love this. It is so great. Any of the Urban Decay shadows, their formulation is just amazing. It's well worth the money. I have the Naked Honey. Again, gorgeous. One of my favorites is the Born to Run palette. You just can do so many looks with this and it's great for traveling because of that purpose. So this one is staying. And then I have the Full Spectrum palette. So this one is more colorful, but I love it because if I need a colorful shadow, then I can just go to this and I know it's a great formula. So back to my Shadow Box palette. I actually think I'm going to declutter this because I have similar shades in other palettes. And the last brand is all of my Too Faced. So this one is my Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. I am definitely keeping this one. It is just so beautiful. So if you would like a tutorial on using this or first impressions, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that for you. Then this was part of one of their Christmas collections this year. I absolutely love it. I am not going to be decluttering this one. The pans are a little smaller, but it is a great formula and beautiful color. So I'm keeping this one. This is the Gingerbread Girl palette, also for Christmas this year. I love this. It is a bulky palette. It's not fun to store, but I love that. So you get a highlighter, two highlighters, two blushes, and a bronzer, and then all of the shadows. So I am definitely going to be keeping this one. This is the Natural Eyes. This palette is, again, beautiful. It's simple, but I absolutely love it. And Too Faced does have a great formulation as well. So I'm going to be keeping this one. This one is the Sparkling Pineapple Eyeshadow Palette. I'm going to be keeping this as well. I just love that there's the neutrals, but then you have the pop of green and the gold in there. So I am going to keep this. This was from Christmas 2018, so these are the eyeshadow palettes. I think the other palette was a blush, bronzer, and highlighter. I don't use these, unfortunately, and I'd like to see somebody else get use out of them, so I am going to declutter these. Then I have the chocolate bar. I am going to keep this. I really do like this palette, so this one will be staying. Then I have the Sweet Peach. This one, I think, I just don't reach for it. It still smells great. It still smells like peaches, so I am going to go ahead and declutter this one. Then I have the Gingerbread Extra Spicy. I am definitely keeping this one. It is absolutely beautiful. This one is the Watermelon. There's the eyeshadows. The other part of the watermelon is a bronzer, blush, and highlighter. So that's my face palette drawer, but I'm definitely keeping this palette. This one is the White Peach. It's a beautiful palette, it really is, but I just don't reach for it. I think I'm actually going to declutter this one. I just don't reach for it, so hopefully it'll find a good home. And then last but not least, we have the Chocolate Gold Bar. Same with this. I just don't reach for it because there's only 4 mattes. It's beautiful. It really is, but I just don't reach for it because you're limited with some of these colors that you can use for the crease and outer V. So it breaks my heart to say this, but I'm actually going to declutter this. And back to my Violet Voss Essentials. I think I'm actually going to keep this one because it is the only Violet Voss that I own. So that is it for my high-end palette drawer. I will list in the description bar how many palettes I started with, how many I decluttered, and how many I have left. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the post notification bell on the right so you're notified every time I upload a video. And give it a huge thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. Bye, guys.